first we're going to get started with the basic menu. These numbers here, the 29, the 9, and the 86, those aren't indicative of anything about tower properties. Those are just numeric assigned values to the tower. So we're going to go into one. Now there are three reasons to run towers. Well, one is to farm legendaries with cursed properties, because every legendary that drops in a cursed tower has cursed properties, every single one. Two is to farm experience, because you can get incredible amounts of experience because there's tons of blue packs, yellows, reds, bosses. And then the third is for scrap material to upgrade your gear, because you want to have, like, once you get to 16, right, you've got, don't mind the 1 star there, you've got 3 of these bonus properties, right? So okay, so we all know the layout of the tower, right? And it kind of like goes up and around, and it goes up, down, and around, and all that jazz. So I've got a fancy skill here that I use to kind of scope out a little bit. Now, if you don't have this skill, you can just run out, and I'll actually do that to show you how I do it. But you see how you see up there, up top, you can see the yellow. So I know that I want to start up there, right, and then move down to the red. So when you go out and you scout out the whole tower, the benefit of doing that is that you know where you want to go beforehand, before you even start. There's no question. You're like, you know exactly where you're gonna go. Now, if you notice, oh, there's a red. That's nice. If you map this out, you'll notice that they're in some pretty uniquely sparse locations, these towers. Well, that is because there are times when you are going to want to take a path that will save one tower for later, so that you can, as you're coming out of a zone, like, see how that I'm going down into this red zone, right? I wouldn't take any of those towers over on the right there, the far right. I wouldn't take any of those, because I would come down this way and grab this one, and then go up, right? Go up and then grab the one in the middle, and then grab the one in the corner, and then go up on the right side. So because of my pathing route, like, so there's a fleeting shrine, so I'll need to remember that. Now, I'm only doing this run around real quick to show you how to do it, in case you don't have a demon hunter, because demon hunters are awesome. You should always run with a demon hunter. It's also really important to note where the boss is and who it is that you're fighting. Summoner, he's really weak, so I don't have to worry about having too much time. Okay, so the red's up top and the yellow's over there. Cool. We're gonna go back to the purification, and I'm focused on talking and not running. Okay. So now that we're back here, put my swing back on. Actually, I need to double verify real quick. Double verify where red is. Okay, he's right there. So we're gonna go out to those blues, and then up, and then across, red, yellow, and then down into this red zone, and then we're gonna go down to this red zone. That'll give us, that's good. We'll get like a good 8 minutes off this run, which is pretty solid. I'm aiming for like 700-800 shards. Now, when we go to do 4-man runs, I will be running ahead, and God, I wish I could, like, actually I can kind of indicate. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little dot, this little thing, to indicate where I would go. Okay, so I would come out, right, and you would follow close behind me as I'm running, right? 2 killers would follow close behind me, and then shard collector would follow behind them, and I would go out and I would path around, right? I would path around as necessary, right? And then go in, and yeah, you just follow, and so you get a lot more time in. Like, the killers, it doesn't matter if their time runs out. It's the shard collector whose time matters. It doesn't, like, the person even collecting the towers doesn't matter. We just have to listen to the collector as they need to be extremely vocal about how much time they have left and how much light they have left. So we're talking like every time that like a fifth of their bar is gone for their light R, we need to know. Every 10 seconds or so, we need to know their time, how much time they have left, right? And this is just so that we don't forget until we're, intuitively playing together. Okay, so I'm going to show you this pathing route, and I gotta put daring swing back on. Skills, daring swing, because daring swing is my speedy move. Again, sorry for the sniffles. Okay, so we're gonna look at this map. So I know that there is a tower. Oh no, there's a tower here. And there's gonna be a tower here. I know there's gonna be a tower here. There's gonna be a tower here. There's gonna be a tower here. Right? There's gonna be a tower here. Here, here, and here. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out, go up, collect the red, right? Hit this tower, come back, hit this tower, come back, hit this tower, come down. And actually I'm going to have to hit this tower and then come back up here because there's a tower up here. And then hit this tower, and then hit this tower, and then come down into the red zone, kill the boss, and then come back down here. So, fun times, fun times. Alright, here we go. Alright, so when you're going to these, when you're doing these, it's, you don't want to kill, you don't worry about collecting the shards. You collect the shards after your run. Like, the shards don't matter. You want to kill blues, and again, you're not trying to collect the shards from them. You do want to, the only thing you want to collect from them are time globes if they drop them, right? So he dropped time globes, I need to pick that up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Already. Nice, good start, buddy, good start. Strong start. Okay, the red should be down here somewhere. There he is. Okay, so I can kill some stuff before I hit this, right? But I don't want to let the time run out, because once I let the time run out, the time globes start reducing for me, right? Does that make sense? Like, so when you let your time run out, you get less and less time from the time shards that drop. Oh man, and I don't even have the right freaking. Oh, I don't even have the right Paragon equipped for this. That's okay. He's gonna drop tons of time, which is good. Good. We want more time. And go ahead and kill these guys since they're right here. And so you see I've got a minute left now. My time. Those guys are annoying. Okay. Pick up all the time shards, and then I know where. Oh, god dang it. I put the wrong thing on my bar. Erg. I'm a fool. It's okay. Don't even stop to pick up those shards. Yeah, I definitely screwed myself on this run with having the wrong thing equipped. That's alright. After I kill the summoner, I'll have plenty of time to go back. Okay, so there's a lot of blues here, so I'm going to kill them. So the amount of shards that drop each time you run out of light, the light of light are based on how high your kill streak is, right? So the higher kill streak is, the more shard you get when your time runs out. There are diminishing returns after, there are severe diminishing returns after 500. So you want to kind of cap it about 500. After about 500 kill streak, you want to end it. So, and this is without any of my dash skills. So I'm coming down here. I'm going to kill the yellow. I'm going to go ahead and hit this tower here just for bonus shards at the end. Get all that jazz. Hit this tower because I can, because I'm a boss. Alrighty. Now, when you're in these red zones, I'm sure you all know this, but just in case there's some who don't, when you're in the red zones, it's double drops, double shard drops. So that is like super important. Ooh, am I gonna make it? Oh, thank God. No, I didn't. Oh man, that sucks. That hurts. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna hurt on time there a little bit, but it's okay. And the summoner dies super fast, so this is good. And that's okay. That's why we have this here. So yes, you see how like I didn't touch the tower until after I got the summon down. That's why a lot of people can't kill these bosses, because they'll hit the towers as soon as they get there. You gotta run your timeout, right? You've got to run your timeout, like run your lidar out a little bit. It's like just strategically using the light source instead of just, you know, just spam pressing it. Okay, so a lot of people run straight down here. Don't run straight. You got to come back up here, right? And this is all about pathing. Like, you'll learn this over time, but like just watching this, you'll learn the path. Like, so honestly, normally I come out to the left there. I could have actually gone up, grabbed that tower up there, and then grabbed this one, and then come down here, and then grab this one. And I'm not even worried about those blues. I want to go into the red zone to get as much time as I possibly can. Here's a fleeting. All right, so if I drag these guys into the red zone, they will automatically offer me double shards. So, and any time globes they draw. Now, you also want to be in Treasure Hunter when you're doing this, and the reason for that is because you will get... Ooh, come on, let me get one more. I'm not going to get it. Okay. So yeah, if I had the dash skill on, and, oh man, that's frustrating. And I also didn't have, the right Paragon equipped, so that I wasn't getting extra time drops. So you kind of see how, like, you've got to just you're not just blindly running. You've got to think about the path you're taking to the next tower. The blues are not as important as yellows and reds. If you're cutting it down to, you know, the last 30 seconds of your run, just completely ignore mobs. And go for towers. Now, if you have more than, say, like, if you got more than 45 seconds, yeah, kill mobs. Like, but you want to rack up stacks of mobs, so you're not going to just take out an individual group, right? You're not going to stop because they're not going to provide enough incentive to stop. So you're going to want to run and kite them, and if they build up enough for you to get a good haul, awesome. If they don't, no harm, no foul. Right, so this was a really poor run, but I'm still gonna get like 700 shards almost out of it, which is, that's iffy. It's kind of a little bit below average for me right now. So I'm gonna do one more run of this so that you can kind of see how this is, but I'm gonna go to the next tower, because I've now killed the boss, and once you've killed the boss, it takes a while for the boss to respawn unless you reset the tower. So I reset the tower by going to the next tower and farming and running that tower once, and then come back to this tower, run this tower once, go back to the other tower, run that tower once. So when we go to do our group runs, right, we need to make sure that there's nobody else in the tower, because somebody else staying behind in the tower will stop it from resetting, right? And that is no bueno for us. That, like, we really need our towers to reset when we're doing these. It'll take us probably like 20 minutes to do each run with the strategy that I've put, because I'll be our runner until somebody else is skilled enough to, not skilled enough, but they know the path well enough to be able to run for others. Until then, I mean, I can get, all 99 of you 5,000-6,000 shards and more, honestly, if you're once the killers know what they're doing, once the damage DPS knows what they're doing. Once the DPS knows what they're doing, it's game over. And I think that's all of them. I don't think I even came down here. I definitely didn't come down here. But you see, like, the mobs aren't good. They're not dangerous. Like, you can run through them, right? And, like, they're not going to hit you. So you always want to save your shards for your shard pickup for after, right? So 684. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll come here, pick this up, and got some experience for it and all that jazz. I'm gonna go and salvage real quick, and I am gonna skip ahead to the next part of the video. I will see y'all there. So we're here in the other tower. I'm going to go ahead and switch my skills out because I didn't put on Daring Swing. I put on Escape like a dummy. which that didn't help a lot. Okay, so again, I don't really need to scope it out. I don't. It's not doesn't really help me to scope it out because I'm not gonna know necessarily where the yellows are or the reds, right? But I know the path to take. I know the right path, the correct path around the tower to take. But I will still show you what I do when I scope out, or when you do scope out, because y'all will still need to scope out, because in those that don't have demon hunters, right? So we already know that the bosses are down south, so you're gonna go down south regardless. So it doesn't matter. You don't need to scope out down south. You need to scope out up north, the northern part of the tower, right? The northeastern part of the tower. And that is just to make sure there's nothing crazy over here, because there could be something crazy. Oh, there's 2 yellows, so we're definitely going to come up. Alrighty. So this time, I'm going to, because we skipped a large portion of the tower, I'm going to show you, man, there's 3 yellows. This is going to be a good run. It's going to be a good run. Okay. So, because I didn't see anything on that side, here, let me show you with this. I didn't see anything on this side last run, so I just kind of like ran up, came up this way, and then ran that way, and went around. So instead of doing that, we're gonna run out this time. We're gonna go out this way, right? We're gonna collect this one here, collect this tower here, and we're gonna come down. And don't worry about this tower over here. We're gonna use this, save that for later. Collect this tower here. We're gonna come up, collect this tower here. Come up, collect this tower here. Come up around, collect this tower here. We're gonna go back, kill those 2 yellows, come around, down, and into the red zone. I do actually want to check to see where the boss is real quick. I guess that is kind of important since I already have this much of an idea of. I normally don't like have it formulated this much, just because like I know the path to run. Like I know I'm going to get to the boss eventually. It doesn't really matter, but since I've already got it planned out like this much, I'm going to go ahead and look to see where he's at. Oh my god, there's so many yellows this run. I need to make sure I've got my Paragon switched. I'm just so bad at remembering that, dude. I'll go into like PvP and forget to switch my Paragons. And I'm like dying. I'm like, why isn't my Gladiator proccing? It's like, well, that's because you got Treasure Hunter on or Treasure Seeker on, you dummy. Okay. So again, remember when you're running through, don't stop to kill individual packs. Don't stop to kill individual packs of blues. Like it's not worth it unless if you're experience farming. Even if you're experience farming, it's not worth your time. It's not efficient enough to stop for each blue. Okay, who are we fighting here? We are fighting. Oh man, he's the worst. I'd rather fight Bale than him, honestly. Okay, he's the worst because he stunned you. So that's literally the only problem. I just need to make sure I keep a distance. Keep my distance, and then we're good. There's a ton of yellows on this run, dude. That's that's uncommon. That's very uncommon to see that many yellows, which is good. That's good. We're gonna have a good time. There's a wall over there. Man. Okay. Alright, so we are going to just double check real quick to make sure. Alright, so we're gonna run out, down, up. We're gonna run out, up, doom, back over here, doom, stop here, up here. Stop here for this one, come back, grab this one, come back this way, go down. Alright, cool. Alright, so yeah, the starting point for your runs will shift. It will shift, especially if you're scouting out. You'll eventually get to the point where you don't really need to scout out because you're going to hit the whole tower anyways. But the starting point will switch for you, and so like literally the only difference is what part of the maze you're starting in. And so the maze is still solved the same way every single time. It's just where you're starting at, right? So this time we're going to start over here. I need to change my Paragon real quick. Paragon. Treasure Hunter. Activate. Ooh, I've got a Paragon. I've got one to spend. I think I'm going to... Yeah. Going up and building up all my armors now. Okay. So I'm going to switch... did I switch my skill? No, I did not. I mean, it might not be a bad idea just to keep fudge it. All right, yeah, we're gonna keep it on. We're just gonna keep the shadow side on. It's like it's kind of late, so my memory is not gonna be the strongest as to where those guys are. So. Come down to this tower, y'all. Alright. And you just get the time globes and you're gonna move on. We're gonna hopefully those guys follow me, because that would be nice. Boom. See, I don't even have to touch. I don't touch any of those shards. And when you guys are killing, you're not gonna touch any of the shards either. You're gonna want to go around, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult. The killing part won't, because you'll just kite them backwards, right? So that's not gonna be a challenge there at all. Kite them backwards, and this is a really good place to build up bulk blues. Right, so once you got like 4 packs of blues, it does become worth it to stop and take the time to kill them, because you're gonna get so many time shards. And you'll notice, if you notice, that the time shards that are dropping for me right now, the purification time is like 8 seconds, right? And so it'll stay at 8 seconds for a while, for like a good healthy while, right? And I need to be right. So you see I need to be moving towards there. Oh, hit it, good. We want to stay away from those. Did I already kill yellow? I did not kill yellow. Oh, there he is, you bastard. Die, you son of a bitch. Alright, and then we move down. There's another yellow. You suck. So the only reason I'm going back through here is because the purification. I know there's going to be purification shards. Okay, I need a speed boost to get there. Come on now, get there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. Ooh, frenzy shrine. Yes, we want that. Okay, and we're gonna come down here. I mean, there's a chance that I'm not even gonna need to kill anything. The fleeting shrines are your best friends in this. So I stopped. The only reason I stopped to hit them is because we did have a frenzy up. Right. So we're literally gonna be able to. I'm probably gonna end up hitting every single tower on this map this time. Which that's a good solid run. That's a good strong solid run. And he needs to go. And he needs to go. And he needs to go. Go. Oh man, it's okay. It's all right. We'll still have plenty. Like we're still gonna have plenty of time. Right. So I'm gonna collect as many of these mobs, right, and take them to the boss with me, because the more mobs I kill, the more time for purification that I get, and so the less I will need to pop the tower. Right? You see how my it's filling back up as I do damage to Enkidu, or his name isn't Enkidu, is it? Oh, Indugu. I was like the Epic of Gilgamesh. No way. Like I know he was he fought the bull and all that, but like he wasn't a bad guy. Oh, okay. So I've got plenty of time to kill this guy. Like I'm not even slightly worried. And I'm standing right next to a tower, but he does take forever to die, which is unfortunate, but I hit the tower, and he's gone. Alright, then clean up the purification shards. We're gonna come out here, and we're gonna kill this guy. I don't really care for that. I don't really need that. We're gonna kill this fella here, and since all the blues are here, oh, more another purification. You dick. Okay, I need to go ahead and hit this. We're gonna move on. I mean, that was a healthy amount of blues there. I could have honestly stayed and killed them. I am gonna group these guys up though, as I kite to the next tower. And if I don't get them all, that's fine. It's not worth going back to get them, just because of the amount of purification shards you get from the blues are not the amount of purification shards, the amount of extra time, the time bonus that you get from blues are significantly less, right? So now once I hit these shards in here, these towers in here, I will have hit every single tower, every single tower on the map, and I will have collected none of the shards from them. So yeah, we're gonna run out of time, but that's probably gonna clear me over 1,000, I would think, which would be a new record for me. Oh, let's see. Let's hope. Okay, so and now I'm gonna go through a little bit of the experience farming that you can do with this. Right? See, I'm out of time, right? But I can still. So what's that? That means that I can build up all these guys with me. I can be like, hey guys, follow me. Captain Dirt here wants you to follow him, and you're gonna listen, right? And so you kind of gotta like run back into the fray a little bit. And you're gonna get hit. You're gonna take a little bit more damage, right? And you can just casually do this as you're going along, and then boom, you got that. Like, watch the experience bar go up as I'm killing these guys, and there's a legendary there, right? So you end up, if you do this for like an hour, 2 hours with Treasure Hunter on, you'll end up getting 4 or 5 legendaries, and it's not always an upgrade, but that's okay. You're still you're practicing. B, you're getting scrap materials for building up your equipment, because you want to hit 16 on them as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and you're getting experience. So like it's like there's 3 benefits. So like there's nowhere else that has this many benefits. There's nowhere else in the game that has this many benefits for running, for farming. There just isn't. And there's nothing that's consistently open all the time that you can do anytime. This is actually more beneficial than dungeon farming, because once you hit, and I'll show you, that's enough blues. Once you hit 1145 on your set pieces, you don't get any better for a while. So it's from like level 830 to I think actually it's like 825. Let me go into here. Nope, not you, buddy. Not you, dick. Okay. Yeah, it's 1145. Yep, 1145, and that's from level like 820. You can start getting 1145s at 820, and then you won't get any better till like at least 840. I haven't gotten any pieces better than that. So, and believe me, I've done my share of dungeon farming. So, like if it could drop, it would. If they could drop, they would have. So the legendaries are steadily getting better, but the set pieces are not. Right, and because we went back. Now, you can also get legendaries from blues. It has happened. I mean, it does happen. It's really, really freaking rare. So the odds are not good. They're not in your favor, but Katniss Everdeen would not appreciate the odds being that little in her favor. That's a lot of blues. Follow me to Tinseltown, Timmy. Da 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 da. Alrighty. And see how the towers are back up. So one of the benefits to running, picking up your shards after, isn't just that you get to hit more towers. It's that you also, by the time you're done circling through, say you can't switch. Say like somebody else is using the other tower. By the time you circle back and grabbed all of your shards from the other tower, all of your towers have respawned. Right. So I'm not done yet. We still haven't even collected all the towers yet. I still gotta come up here, grab these, and so like you've got like all the blues have started respawning. The yellows, that's if any have respawned yet, probably not. The boss definitely hasn't respawned, but you need the boss for shard runs. You don't need the boss for farming upgrade materials, and you don't need the boss for farming for legendaries, right? The yellows will do, and for farming experience as well. That's you don't need I just want to make sure I picked this up. I'm pretty sure I did. 852. Man, that sucks. I thought I did better than that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and kill you guys. Come on, move. Get out. Oh, yep. See, there's a yellow. There's a yellow up there in the corner. And since we've got our treasure seeker on, we might as well give me an old double tap. Give him an old reach around. We're gonna give old reach around to Mr. Yeller here. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. That's not basically, it's entirely the gist of it. Again, like, don't stop for individual packs of blues. Group them together. If you're gonna kill any blues, you group them together. You want to don't kill blues individually out of packs of 3. Any, like, stopping at all, slowing down for less than a pack of 3s. Like, I should not have slowed down earlier when I tapped them. Unless you're experienced farming or farming legendaries, it is not worth it to stop. And even experienced farming, you really should bundle a bunch of them together. Like these guys, I shouldn't fight them. I should kite them over to the yellow. And I know there's blues over here, but these guys are shield dicks. Oh my god, another freaking yellow, dude. That's amazing. This tower is on fire right now. You can tell it. Nobody else is on farming these, and it's a shame that nobody's farming them, because, like, man, yeah, like, this is you guys think that I'm getting like my gear and stuff from dungeons. I'm not. I've gotten one legendary piece from running dungeons in like a week, and I run my fair share of dungeons for set farming, right? And it's just not that's not where you get your legendaries from. You get your legendaries from the Cursed Tower, because all of your legendary pieces, you want every single one of them to have cursed properties, right? So that you can play around with those bonuses and have those, like, because they proc 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds. Some of them, it depends on the ICD, the internal cooldown. But they're super beneficial. And right, so we're gonna come up here, and then when I go to turn these in, also I get, there's more experience to be had. So that's all right though. I got one legendary, which, I mean, that's fine. That took what, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if that. So and that's with one person running it. That's with one person. I was stopping to make all the kills and stopping for the towers. Oh, and my inventory. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hit me up in game. Hit me up in Discord. I'm always down to help. I'm always down to answer questions. So I hope this helped. If you have any other, like I said, any questions, ask in game. Real quick, if you guys need a guide on, like, my weapons, right? Primary attack damage, right there, you can see primary attack damage, right? And if you get on here, every single one has attack speed, primary attack damage, right? If we go down and we look, right, attack speed, attack damage, right, and right, okay, so I found a way to calculate your attack speed, and you can tell your basic attack speed, and then you can tell how much each individual percent of an attack speed affects your character and how much increase to your DPS it does. We can also do this for, like, potency, to see how much each individual an individual piece of gear with a certain amount of potency can impact your DPS, right? And I can show you guys how to calculate this kind of stuff. So if you decide to min-max, like, I can show you how to min-max. You'll need, like, a metronome. You'll need a piece of paper, a calculator for those that don't want to sit there with a pen and paper. I like doing it on pen and paper, though. It's more fun. Yeah, so, like, and yeah, there's just a lot that I can. I mean, I'm literally min-maxing my character as much as possible. So if you do the same, the outcome is, you're gonna have a much better time playing this game. And